Makayla Timpson. The one thing I'm going to give Stephanie White a little bit of give her props just a little bit for this. I think she was kind of forced into it with the way this season is going and the way players have been playing and injuries and all that. Bree Turner has obviously been an absolute bust that she can't even get herself off the bench. Dantas was gone for a little while, was back for this game, but for whatever reason, Steph White didn't play her much, and we'll briefly touch on that. But I want to talk about Makayla Timpson because Makayla Timpson could be one of the keys to saving the Indiana Fever season. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, enjoy more fantastic content. Yeah, I'm telling you to enjoy great content, and I can't even speak. But anyway, let's roll into this. Makayla Timpson. This is from the Valkyries game. Season high 20 minutes. Only player to shoot 50% or better from the field. Okay. 5 for 9 from the field in her 20 minutes, grabbed 6 rebounds in her 20 minutes, had 3 steals, 2 blocks. That is called stuffing the stat sheet, folks. In 20 minutes, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. She also did one thing that I haven't seen players do this year, including, by the way, Kelsey Mitchell. I think you will all agree, if you think back and watching these games, no one ever gets out ahead of Caitlin Clark. Stephanie White does not allow her players to get out ahead of Caitlin Clark. How many of these full court, 3/4, half court passes, half court dimes, half court NFL quarterback quality drops into the hands, into the breadbasket have you seen from Caitlin Clark this season? 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure I can count on one hand. I know they had a lot more than that last year off of made buckets by the other team. Do y'all remember that? The Fever used to score easy baskets on made buckets by the other team. That is how much they had the other teams on their heels because they had to worry about playing defense while they were trying to score. But Stephanie White has erased all of that. But let's get back to Makayla Timpson a little bit. We've talked about this before all season long. Again, the fans seem to know more than the coach, which leads you to think, is the coach really this bad? Is Stephanie White really this incompetent? Now, her record at Vandy says she is, but is it also quite possible that it's just huge ego or that she wants to bring Caitlin Clark down a peg? But hopefully, Makayla Timpson can help reverse that. In fact, she had one basket the other night where Caitlin Clark, now it wasn't like a half court pass. Caitlin got a little more into the offensive set, but Makayla Timpson ran the court. Being the rookie, maybe coming in behind Caitlin Clark. She has been a fan of Caitlin Clark's. That could be possible. I'm just guessing here, but Makayla Timpson may not quite understand the old school WNBA way, and she's watching Caitlin Clark play thinking, I want to play with her. I want to be part of that. I want to go out and ball and have fun and entertain the fans and be appreciative of the fact that there are fans watching. Um, Real quick, though, I just want to mention Dantas. 9 minutes, didn't play the first half, don't know why. In a game they lost by 19 in 9 minutes, Damiris Dantas was +7. Why? Because she was in early in the third quarter. Or I shouldn't say, yeah, well, early. The third quarter didn't start great. Golden State scored the first, I don't know, 4, 6, 8 points, something like that, before Indiana reversed it. They went on a run, right? Caitlin Clark made a couple steals in a row. Makayla Timpson was playing well. Dantas played well. +7 in only 9 minutes in the third quarter, which, other than the start of the game, was their best stretch. But Makayla Timpson showed herself last night. She stuffed the stat sheet, as we will see some of the things that she did here. I'm not sure if is this yeah, this is one too. This is a great drive with the right hand. I mean, Makayla Timpson has hop. She gets up. Do you understand? Not many players in the WNBA can do what you just saw from Makayla Timpson there. Then we've got another one here. That's a great rebound and finish by Makayla Timpson. She's physical under the basket. There she is running to get help. Oh, nope, give me that. Here, I got it. I'm going to take that basketball from you. And then watch this. Makayla Timpson's going to get down the court, but it opens up. And the reason I say watch that, if you watch, Watch the defense. Makayla Timpson's running the court, opens that up for Dantas because you see the player. I'm going to roll one more time. Sorry. Watch the player come out on Dantas. She's worried about Makayla Timpson, and now she's got to go out and get Dantas, and that's the bucket Dantas got is wide open. And then we had this nice little move. That's a great. That is. I'm gonna play that again. We're gonna. Well, I'll even slow that one down a bit for you to watch because this is a fantastic move in the post by Makayla Timpson. Aaliyah Boston, watch out. Okay, great footwork. Boom, little spin. Gets her on her hip. That is a great, nice, soft little finish. I thought we don't have the play from Makayla that I wanted to show you. I thought I had it in this clip, but I don't. Sorry about that. But I paused for a second to see if I could find it. I had it before. I apologize for that. There was a nice play where Makayla Timpson got out in front of Caitlin Clark. Caitlin was able to dump a pass over a couple of defenders, and Makayla got herself an open layup, something we have not seen from way too many of these Indiana Fevers players this year. And I don't know if that's the players themselves being selfish and not wanting to do it, or marching orders from Stephanie White saying, hey, do not get out and run when Caitlin Clark gets the ball. We don't want to do that. I want to run my boring, slow, inefficient, crappy offense in the half court and play old school WNBA basketball that the fans don't want to watch. Makayla Timpson hasn't gotten that notice yet. Caitlin Clark, earlier in the season, if you remember, she said, talking about Makayla Timpson, I think she's been tremendous. The athleticism that she has, she blocks shots, she gets into the passing lanes. She's going to be a great asset for us going forward. When her number's been called, she's really produced 100%. And if you remember in the Golden State game, also, even the very first possession, the announcers didn't catch on to this. They just thought it was a bad pass, and the Indiana Fever ended up getting the turnover. But that's because the pass into the paint was tipped, it was deflected by Makayla Timpson, and that is why the pass didn't connect, and the announcers didn't quite figure that out. And one other thing I'd like to add, because in talking about Makayla Timpson, because one thing I have not seen, even in practices, Makayla Timpson doesn't drop Caitlin Clark passes. Do y'all remember way back when training camp started and one of the first clips we got to see was just them working on some stuff without defense, and Caitlin Clark played a pass into the lane for Makayla Timpson for a layup. Makayla Timpson got hops. She got up, got her hand on a ball that we all were like, you know what? Anybody else Caitlin Clark was playing with doesn't catch that pass. You remember that? And last year, the excuses, all we heard about, oh, we've got to get used to playing with Caitlin Clark. And that's why Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler and Aaliyah Boston, that's why they're all dropping all these passes. It's not because of their skill level. It's not because they're against Caitlin Clark. It's just because it's so tough to catch them. Yet college players at Iowa who weren't going to go pro could do it. Or how about this? You can say, oh, well, they had practice with her. Okay. How come none of Caitlin Clark's 2024 All Star teammates had trouble catching her passes? Not Arike, not JJ. Oh, y'all remember that pass to JJ? Boom. Not Angel. Angel Reese could catch Caitlin Clark passes and then make a layup. How come rookie Makayla Timpson can handle Caitlin Clark's passes with such ease? And yet, I'm looking at you, Natasha Trash Howard. That's her nickname, right? It's what hold on a second. My producer's saying it's Flash, but that doesn't seem right because I never see her run the court. She's incredibly slow. She doesn't get on the ground to get loose ball. She can't catch passes. And I don't know, someone named Flash would be able to do those things. I mean, think about it. How easy is it to catch a pass if you are Flash? If you are that fast, the easiest thing in the world. But Natasha Howard cannot catch a pass from Caitlin Clark. Makayla Timpson can. By the way, that is who should be replacing. Dantas in the starting lineup, eventually maybe Timpson, but right now Natasha Howard has to sit her butt down. Maybe she plays 10 minutes a game. Ari McDonald should not be starting. Ari McDonald should not be playing. She's playing more minutes with Caitlin Clark back than she was playing before when Caitlin Clark was hurt. Absolutely insane. Stephanie White has lost her ever-loving mind if she ever had it. Makayla Timpson is the one bright spot right now in the Stephanie White regime. Did I say Stephanie Clark? Gonna have to run that back. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below about finally seeing Makayla Timpson play some real minutes, which I think is awesome. Do you think she's going to going forward? Do you hope to maybe see her in the starting lineup or, at least playing 20, 25 minutes a game off the bench? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Appreciate it as always. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have the day you deserve, and I will talk to you later.